And hello, welcome. And guys, thanks for joining. We appreciate it. We are starting streaming. This is going to focus on completing our highway system that we built last video. Also focusing in on postal industry or services, should I say. Realized that kind of backed up as we were progressing the city. We kind of been operating off of one post office when we should have been building more. Um, so we're going to dive into that as well, and just checking on all of our service buildings and ensuring that each district is doing well in that regard. So again, welcome in, and thanks for joining me on the video here. And we're gonna continue building. Again, this is our first city in Cities Skylines 2, and we have made a lot of progress. Although we're in this view here, we can come out and we can see that we have a total population now of about 77,200. It's a little bit increase here, but we have demand for some residential. Also, I think we have about 221 million in the bank. So we're making a lot of money. No complaints on my end. But we have not been keeping up with some things here. Like we have available development points, and we have missed um, other opportunities throughout the build to gain using the development points. But recently we kind of dove into it and start unlocking some things. But as you can see, we're up to the flourishing metropolis here. And I think we're working on this one, expansive metropolis. So we'll be here pretty soon, depending on how long it takes us to gain those XP. Other than that, we're doing pretty good. So we're going to continue building here. And again, thanks for joining. Just going to let the music take us away here. Other than that, first stop here, I want us to take a look at this. Now, I did make a change here. I saw that we're going to probably have to rebuild the highway. I'm looking at dips that I don't really care for. I prefer it to be pretty smooth. So we may have to bring it back a little bit. So we'll work on that as well. It may not be this stream. I think our main focus is ensure that everything works properly, and then we can fix issues. But other than that, this is really bothering me. So I want to fix this if possible. I'm going to start here. That's a lot better. It will still did it. Still looks a little better, but it is. I would prefer the sides. Thinking because it's so close. Oh, that's terrible. See if this helps. Maybe because it's not level with the roadway. So let's try this. We don't have to move. Let's try this. You just want to give me a hard time. But we see we can make this slope a better. We can start to slope. It's better, but it's definitely not how I would have liked it, but it's definitely especially with the slope there. we can make do with that for now. Okay. All of these can be wrong. That one should be. Take care of them. Just in case. Let's just add one here too. Perfect. Yeah, so we were able to squeeze in the parking spots. We redid it, kinda. What we did is take away or move this road over just a tad so it's not technically crossing over. And converge to a 4-lane and split off again. So I thought that was the best way that we can maximize this area for parking. So that's completed. Other than that, we're gonna get ready to start building medium density residential side here. We're gonna have to get rid of Red Ridge. I don't think it was a closed off. It's not a gated community. This is a gated community. So I'm thinking that we'll start down here as well. Let's see if we can. This was not a main street, but it will probably need to be now. Auditorium's in the way, but it can come back a little bit. To about right. Be fine. that should be, this path wraps around the school there. So this is good now that this road technically goes all the way through, but this one would have been a major change, but it kind of shifts down back to one lane to go through the neighborhood here. We'll focus in on that and just see how traffic flows for the area. I think most people that use this road are really just filtering into downtown and maybe the college here. First thing, we're going to split this neighborhood in half. It lets us. The street. Perfect. And go ahead. Split. Same here. Just short. May not put anything. Add for now. We're going to come up to medium density. We're going to alternate between a mirror and add 10, and then do you then a mirror. It's an area that we can actually use mixed density, so we'll actually just put this here in the and I actually would just do mixed density here. We're just going to continue mixing it up. this one is connected kind of pathway. Which we can place it there. I want to ensure that the path is and once that fills in, actually, then it can get a little bit more later. It's a little time consuming doing it this way, but it definitely is. With different buildings appearing, so that they're not all similar. Okay, so we're gonna leave. We're not gonna just tear down the buildings. I think it helps with population if you just redistrict and allow them to move on their own. They know the building is about to be condemned or ripped apart. Same thing with the low density offices here. Go ahead and dezone them, if that's a thing. Speed it along because I don't want all small buildings. That's gonna fill it in that area here. We'll actually just leave this the way it is. I think it'd be fine, especially next to the school. I think it's actually a little bit too close. I don't think I can do anything about it because the only upgrade I can have is a sports field and it's a helicopter. Interesting. Yeah, and we don't have enough space for that. And plus there's a field over there. There's a lot of things going on over here. So maybe they can use the college football field to practice, which would be really cool. And actually in some cities, realistic. We're going to focus on over that in a second. another thing here is that we've been realizing is, as we stated in our last video, is that some of our service buildings, we kind of put in areas where they're not able to expand. So last stream, you may have seen that the post office was actually in this area here. It may have sat right here, I believe, but I think it was right here. And this little block, it was not able to accept any upgrades to the building. So we actually moved it here, next to our new highway in the back, and as you can see, we finally have some upgrades. So what I'm noticing is that it doesn't have enough storage for the collected mail. Some mailboxes are full. So if I look at this area here, we probably could have just went to the information panel and click post. Okay. This mailbox is full. It can only hold 1,000 maybe parcels or letters or whatever it may be. This one is not too full, so I'm not sure if they will go to one that's not full, or do they only use the closest one to them. So upon my realization of that we needed to move and upgrade, we did build a post sorting facility, and we moved it here. We built it here right next to the airport. Ever since we had this, mail has been at least moving. We built another post office over here for this district. As you can see, this one's not having any issues. It's actually delivering mail, collecting mail, and doing as it should. And we also built another post office over here. And it is delivering mail, collecting mail, and operating as it should. And I have also separated the serving districts. So this post office only serves the districts on this side of the river within its, I guess, little peninsula, if you will. And same thing for this post office. It only serves the districts on this side. I'm not sure if it does Palmer Springs or not, but it only does the airport, Oaktown, Rosewood Heights, Willow County. I'm not sure if we built another post office on this side. Oh yes, we did. And our final post office is here. This is not doing a lot. I may let it assume a little bit more on this end here. We need to check our mailboxes, but it is operating. It is serving everything to the east, from Red Ridge and over to the right, all the districts there. We actually need to add one more district. Mines. So this post office is serving a lot of residents. So I'm thinking that I may need another post office. I kind of want to rebuild this one because I wish that we can fit in more of the upgrades a little bit better. Would be nice to come up just a little bit more. seems like maybe I could if I moved it away from the road. But again, that would cause us to have to do a little bit more work here. So I'm thinking about just rebuilding another, or maybe allowing it to serve less districts here. So let's see if that helps us. If we give this post office Willow Inn, Evergreen Heights, Cedar Gardens, and Briarwood Mills. And this one would not serve Willow Inn, Cedar Garden, or Evergreen Heights, or Briarwood Mills. Fingers crossed. And we'll add another post box here. Or is this the neighborhood that we're in? No, I think this one's going to remain for at least now. Actually put one here. And with this turning into medium density, they're gonna need it. Yeah, maybe because of the post boxes. Maybe it's not enough. Would be nice if they were automatically built with post boxes. The buildings. It's two there. Just put one there. There's two there. Just put one here. So they're fine. And this entire area is fine. It's just the most populated area that is struggling. Okay, so we did pretty good. The mail service availability, if you can probably not see it. I think it's clipped. Used to be way down in the red. Now it's about midway. So we're going to give it a little time to see what it needs to do. buildings. Let's leave that. Let's leave this area here. Not sure where my closest park is, but let's see if we can put a little park here. Perfect. We're gonna let that come in. We're gonna have to redo this one. There it is. Fix this path. Actually, can be a little bit longer. Yeah, I felt as though that the grid changed, so interesting. It's because of the not entirely straight. Still doing it. Sorry for destroying your... Or just put trees here. Unfortunately, it didn't change the grid pattern. Spruce trees are pretty good with dividers. There we go. Be a little bit better there. parking upgrades. I don't think I can put anything, messing anything up. So. Okay, so this has been filled in with medium density residential. I'm still scared to touch this area, but it's going to have to change here. Now, Briarwood is not, it's not a gated neighborhood, and I don't think High Gardens, or High Gardens is a gated community. I think as is, it looks pretty much fine. So we're just gonna medium density row housing. I think the same is fine what we have here. Looks like we already have some rows of housing here. Should work out pretty fine. Although this is pretty much a good waste of space here. Let's reconnect. Okay, and because of that, this can kind of remain a gated neighborhood. We'll go with mixed density here. come back to this and see how it looks and see how traffic is functioning. Are gonna have to build an exit on the right-hand side, so we're gonna have to get rid of this area, kinda. And so that's gonna help us, so we can actually get ready to dezone this area. And probably just to be safe, we'll just get rid of everything to this point. And they're gonna have to go somewhere. Maybe in one of the new mixed-density residential zone buildings. Seen this before. That's weird. Not sure if it's gonna fix itself. What's going on? And now that that's zoning, we'll just come over here and do the same. I'm thinking that this may be something, so I don't want to go ahead and do that just yet. As of now, just put trees down. Either way, guys, we are coming up to our hour. A lot of things I didn't get to touch, but let's check on our Postal Service. Stored mail is still full. Let's see how this one is doing here. Stored mail is building, so I wonder if it's going to help this one over here. If anything, we may need to build another post sorting facility on this side. I am going to upgrade to automatic sorting. Perfect. So we're going to be monitoring this. We may need to just build another post office, maybe somewhere on this end, which would make good sense. So as of now, we still have our highway here that we're going to connect, but we are coming up on our hour, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. And thank you everyone for watching the video. As we focus in on Postal Services, as we have again made a huge progress. Letters are being delivered, but we're still at capacity for storage here at our main post office. So we're building other post offices and seeing if it helps. Other than that, continuation on our highway that is coming through, and we're going to connect on this end. And it looks like people have already moved out. So we'll give a highway connection on this side so that they're not turning right on, left onto the highway here. Other than that, our last suggestion, our bus area is moving pretty smoothly here with traffic, and everything else we're not having any buildups into the city. So we're going to keep building, increasing. We now have medium density residential, and of course we'll throw in some high density apartment buildings all next stream for sure. Other than that, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you all next time.